Are you there? Oh, you can't read. Hello, everyone, and welcome on in to another Saturday of your lives, or Sunday, depending on where you live. Time zones. Welcome, chat. Welcome to the mods, to the Menchie gang, to the cats, to the dogs, to your moms, to the 2%. Shout out to you. Hi, shrimp. Hi, yes. I am having shrimp scampolini for breakfast. One day I'm going to make shrimp scampolini. I feel like that's a good Bakelogical idea, but we'd have to do that for dinner. Like, that's not 11 a.m. stream. You know what I mean? That's like for me. That's like a 5 p.m. time to make dinner level stream. So yeah, one day I will make shrimp scampolini. I swear. Once we know how to use our kitchen and film in it. We need like a data plug, you know, for internet or whatever. And then I just have zero experience on my stove so far. But I feel like I'm living like a university student, you know what I mean? 31 months. Thank you for all the streaming. 31 months, that is many years. Oh my God. We have all grown up together. Love that for us. Chris looks so good in bright colors. Thanks. I got it at Target at when I was in North Carolina. Anytime I go to the States, I go to Target because I really love their t-shirts and tank tops. By New Day, I think is the brand. Just like it feels so good and they wash really well. And it's just like the kind of shirt like it's cheap enough but also cozy enough and just easy enough that you can buy them in different colors. And also if you ruin it, like it's not the end of the world. Whereas if you have like a really nice fancy t-shirt and then you lose it, you're like, fuck. Although that's kind of how I feel because I can't just run to Target and buy more. So that is annoying. But yeah, I got this at Target. I just like the color. Target. Shrimply, time to mess around with nail polish even though I have a mani on. Okay, who's painting their nails today? So I painted a couple sticks that was on my list. Because remember we made this weird list of sticks that needed to be painted. But yeah, we're just doing organizing today. Okay, lots of member chats. Thank you to the Menchie gang. Your day is tomorrow. Menchie gang is tomorrow. I mean, it's every day, but it's tomorrow. Sunday is our end of the month June party. It's June, right? Holy shit. Hello, Shrimply. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Jay Nana. Give us the Holodale Taco Detective some leeks, please. You like vegetables? Some leeks? Some of those vegetables? I don't know. Like, what have I said so far? People have spotted it, but I don't think they really... No, some of them know. But they're also like, they do this thing where they overanalyze. Hi, same, I get it. Hi, we're all the same. But then they like extrapolate and then they go on like other tangents. Like, oh, if it's this, it's definitely this insane thing that doesn't really exist and can't be done for reasons. And it's like, okay, come on down, people. But I'm very excited for our next collection. It is going to be our 5th anniversary at Holo Taco, which is wild. Like, I'm 5 years old. I can talk now. I'm old enough to talk and like make life decisions and watch things on my iPad. Like, that's how old I am at 5. It's wild. So it's a new formula. And they'll all be limited edition. So there. Okay, I gave you info already. Yeah, happy 5 years to us. 5 years is insane. It feels like yesterday that I was like... Would you like to buy a Holo Taco? That was yesterday, right? What happened? I'll put it back. What an iconic box, though. It's kind of banged up. Oops. But yeah, this was where it all started. Kind of wild. Okay, why am I doing this now? I gotta save this for anniversary launch. Thanks, guys. It's gonna be, yeah, so our actual anniversary is July 6th. Well, it's always July 6th. That's how anniversaries work. But our anniversary collection usually isn't the same day, just because, you know, it takes time to come out with things. But it's always launched in our anniversary month so far. So there's that. Okay, I missed a few chats, so I'll go back and raid. Hello, Izzy Kitty. Just wanted to let you know I'll be using HOLO THERE collection for my wedding nails. That's so exciting. Yay! Lena, simply, I need a creme in the same color as your shirt. Razzmatazz raspberry. Is this raspberry? I don't know. I feel like it's more Barbie pink. It's trademarked. Leo Sylvester, gonna paint pride nails for my bestie's wedding today. Gradient of see y'all later chai to match my dress. And then rainbows. That's fun. Just Kate, hello friends. Fighting a bad case of the depressos at the moment. Gonna paint Teal No Lies, my absolute dream polish. Hoping to feel better. I'm glad you love that one, Just Kate. And I hope that you're feeling better. Maybe a little nail painting therapy always lifts the spirits just a little bit. Latte Manny's, happy 5 years Simply. Can we have a nail check this morning? I'm just wearing my favorite topper, Pink Steel, from the One Coat Chrome collection, and this is undisclosed and undisclosed. Actually, this one I was gonna pull, you guys. I can't decide, but I don't have the prototypes here. I have to like paint them on a wheel together to let people choose. But I think I'm gonna just go rogue and post it on Instagram, and I could do it on the community page too. But I do have to make a decision for something for later this year, and I literally can't pick because there can only be one. They're not similar at all. I hate this. I go through this all the day. The agony, oh my God. Like, I think two colors aren't similar, but then like, you know, we look at it, the team looks at it, and it's like, yeah, well, you just can't have both of those in the same collection. Like, they'll just cannibalize each other. People will be like, why are these the same? Even though like, no, they're not. But so I can only have one. It's kind of like Crystal Skies and Overshadowed. Do you remember from After Party? Yeah, they were totally different formulas, and different people are going to appreciate more of like a cloudy, dark blue, cold glitter, or that kind of metallic, smooth finish of Overshadowed with Scattered Hollow. Very different vibes, but they just tonally like couldn't be in the same collection. It's just too competing, and then some people would just be like, oh, I don't need the collection now, you know what I mean? So you have to think about those. So I have the same problem around the same time of year. And I'm just like, fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna show you. I just don't have it here. So I'll put it on the community. How about I'll give it to the YouTube first, and then I'll do it on my Instagram. But I'm gonna collect polls from different places and then analyze it collectively so that no one knows exactly what won. Don't go and be a data analyst on me, okay? I'm the data analyst. You know what I'm gonna ask? What is happening next Saturday? I don't know. You tell me. What are you doing next Saturday? Mac always trying it. We love undisclosed. TBH, if you had to wear only one polish for the rest of your life, which would you choose? Can I pick two? Because I do One Coat Black and Flaky Holo Taco. I pick two. Okay, grab your tea. Cheers. I'm drinking, I forgot to tell you what I'm drinking. I'm drinking green tea this morning instead of black tea. It's my favorite green tea, and they finally brought it back after like 3 years. Like, what the hell? Like, I have no idea what happened to it. And I was always so upset. Like, you took my favorite green tea away. But it's back. And it should be on my Simply Faves Picks page. It has like a little hint of orange peel, which I actually really like in a green tea. And yes, I'm a true weirdo and I put oat milk in my green tea. I don't care. It tastes so good and soothing. Kind of like how they used to say, like, give your kids a glass of warm milk and they'll be like calmed or whatever. This calms me. Okay, green tea with oat milk. My first bonus track shade, Jam Session, Blue Rizzler, Sugar Rush, or Bite Me in Highest Bidder. It's a dusty mauvey burgundy. Perfect match with my laptop. Oh, that's a very complex formula too. All those together, oh my god. The micro shimmer, the crushed hollow. Good lord. Hot chocolate with warm milk calms me. I love soy or almond milk in green tea. Green tea with oat milk is the best. Yes. Absolutely delicious. And let me know how your pets are doing, your cats, maybe your tiny dogs. Would they like a cat bed? Because this is going to be the last restock. We're on the last batch of cat beds, the HOLO Taco cat bed, which we launched during the 12 days of Christmas with Travel Cat, who makes the beds. But, you know, you've seen it. You know her. She's on her last batch. So if you were ever on the fence, your cat was undecided, or you have one already and you're like, actually, I need two because both my cats can't fight over this anymore. So I'm going to need another one. So you can put exclamation cat bed in the chat and the link will come up. But it's also right here. It's Menchie. So that's on Travel Cat's website. Remember, HOLO Taco collabed with them back in December to create this really cute, cozy cat bed in kind of our purple indigo colors here with the HOLO Taco pattern with a cat on the side. There's a slight difference. You see the cat? So cute. You don't get a Menchie in it, sorry. It's just the bed. But it used to be a pre-order. Now it's stock. But we're on the last batch. Last batch, last chance of cats. Tell your friends. Tell your cats. Tell your dogs. Tiny dogs only. Sorry to the big dogs in the chat. We couldn't make anything bigger for you. Menchie is such a mood. She was so good during this photo shoot. You can't really, because the background was deleted. But she just sat down so calmly, like in the middle of a big like gray roller set with lights on her. I'm like, oh my God, she's sitting. Grab the camera. Because cats just don't do what you want them to do, usually. And she always used to cozy up in it when I was in my old stream room, like at my old house. And I had my stream room with the purple couch behind me. Menchie really needs a cozy environment. I relate, I totally get it. Because this room just doesn't feel as cozy right now. I don't have a couch behind me. It's wider. These shelves are big and kind of daunting. They're very tall. Like you can't see all the way up. But this is more of like a big set vibes. Whereas my last stream room was like a cozy little gaming nook with a purple couch. So I still have the purple couch. And I'm hoping to one day reconvert to that type of vibe. But I need like some cool neon lights and a fun way to incorporate HOLO Taco stuff that isn't like a giant wall of polish, which don't get me wrong, I still love this, but I feel like this is a different purpose room. Is Menchie Cam coming back? So that's the problem, because right now I don't really have, like, she's not just gonna sleep on the floor. You know, she's a princess. She needs to be elevated, cozified, supported, and feels like she's in a corner of darkness because she's just the queen. So she's not gonna sleep like right here. You know what I mean? I just put this here. Maybe she'll show up. Maybe she will. I just feel like she needs darkness and a corner couch. And that's what my last room was because it was behind me. Bentendo's stream room has a cozy couch now. Yeah, I don't think she ever goes in there except when he's in there. And in my old stream room, she used to go in there all the time and just cozy up in her bed. So that's what I want to create for my cat. I need a room for my cat where she's interested in going even when I'm not there. That's cozy and is dark and feels like, a recluse in the corner. Yeah, she is a queen. You should drop a comfortable hoodie. I would totally cop one. Don't I have them already? Hello? Simplynailogical.shop.com. You never heard of her? What hoodie you want? Classic Simply? This one. This is the coziest one. There's gray or white. Look at Ben. Look at Ben. Look at him. He says, help me. Anyways. Or we have the cats. And then I also have this. This is new. That's what I'm wearing now. It's a zip-up hoodie. I'm wearing this color. Hello, it's me. Those are Simplynailogical.shop.com, yes. I finally used the magnetic polish twice in a blue moon, and I think it's my favorite so far. So stunning. Will there be plans for more magnetic in the future for HOLO Taco? I think so, at some point. But I also feel like it's not, because it's a formula that not everyone wants to, I don't want to say mess with, but like some people, and I've learned this too, like some people just want to paint their nails and like not do anything else. Like there's a lot of people who are actually not interested in nail art. Hi. No. You know what I mean? Like they just want a quick and easy solution. They're thinking more about time and just simple. That doesn't mean we're not going to do some interesting stuff like pushing boundaries, like, oh, let's try some magnetics. But it's not something I would like do that often. I'm a few minutes behind. I'm stoked listening to you talk about the next collection. I'll be talking about it a lot when it launches. Gotta get my footnotes out, my bullet points. Why are the shirts and mats separate shipping? Because they're all made in different locations and they come directly from the merchandiser or the manufacturer. So it's optimized as opposed to like one warehouse where I order it in, because they're all made to order. So when you order, they print whatever size and color, whatever, or embroider whatever it is, and then they ship directly, as opposed to me stocking a bunch of stuff. Because if I did it that way and I stocked in a warehouse, then I would have to do more limited edition stuff and order less, and we'd have more sold out periods, which I didn't want for my merch. I just wanted it to be like easy, not think about that. So that does come with a little bit of a different experience in terms of ordering and shipping, but it says very clearly on the website that depends on the item, that might come from a different place. Do you have kids? Yes, I have 2 cats, Menchie and Zyler. I don't know if that question was for chat or for me. Are you new here, Daniels? Maybe a magnetic wand holder to make the process easier for painting. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but we did try and innovate the magnetic wand a little bit. I wanted a longer, different magnet, similar to like those, people call them like the Russian magnets. But I wanted a wand with it. But through a lot of QA and testing and expensiveness, the magnets at that length, at a longer length, just aren't sturdy and they tend to break. So unless you're doing like super fucking thick and then the cost is just astronomical and it just doesn't make sense anymore, it was not working. So, you have to learn when something's gonna be an issue if it's like you're having breakage or you've spent way too much on research and development and you like have to cut it off because like it's not gonna work, you know. But you have to try. So we had tried to do something different, but it ultimately was decided that it wasn't worth it for the expense that would inevitably also be passed on to the customer and the expensive investment of resources and you know, all that stuff. And it wasn't worth it, you know, because it just didn't, if it was breaking. So yeah, you can't do it. See, someone's saying to buy a $30 horseshoe magnet. Like, that's also a lot of money, you know. If I sold $30 magnets, like, I would be ruined. Like, we give them for free with the purchase of a magnetic polish. You can also buy them separately. I know it's a different product, and I know some of you are experts in nails and you're like, I would absolutely buy a $30 specific magnet to get one specific look, but it's not versatile otherwise. But that's just not gonna work for the HOLO Taco general customer base who would be alienated by that type of offering, I think. You're Shrimply the best, better than all the rest. I saw someone share this recently. Where was it? Was it on my Facebook page? I can't remember, but one of our HOLO Taco team members reshared it in our Slack channel, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Did someone post it in Discord too? I will pull it up if they did. I don't think so. It was just in Facebook, to which I'm not logged in on this computer. This one was good though. Remember there was like a meme of Shrimply, but then the result of this meme. Dad, why is my sister's name Rose? Because your mother loves roses. Thanks, Dad. No problem, Blue Rizzler. Why? Then there was a Shrimply meme too. I don't know where it is though. I sent this to the team. I found this in Discord and then I sent it to the team. I imagine magnetics are one of the lesser popular formulas just because it's more advanced. Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't mean it's like a bad seller because it's all relative to the type of formula. That's how I look at it anyways. But yeah, it's not gonna be the same as like crush hollows with shimmer, you know? What are you doing on Canada, Dat? On Canada Day? It's Canada, happy Canada weekend to the like 5 Canadians in the chat. I'm just kidding, there's probably more of you. Before America eclipses us with it's 4th of July, happy America, and then they wish me a happy America Day. And I'm like, yeah? July 1st is Canada Day, so that's Monday. So some people go out and do things for that. Or they just get work off, you know what I mean? Like, that's also what it is, which is probably the same for 4th of July people, right? They're just like, a lot of people just take the day off, which is wonderful. And then also people take some time to recognize the history of Indigenous people in Canada, which has always been a part of that, especially anyone who's in school, I feel like. But I'm seeing more that's like not just having been in school, like just social media experience, which is good. But since I was in school for, I was like, how long ago was I in school? But ever since I was in school, don't tell anyone when I started going to university. But that was also, you know, reminded. But yes, it is a long weekend. Is it like Independence Day? Is it? I actually don't. What is Independence Day? I only know the movie. Like, I am really bad at American history. Didn't pay attention to that, you know, month in class. I don't know if it's quite the same vibes. I think it's like July 4th, but less about how great we are. Does that make sense? this is totally subjective and not something that you could just be like, yeah, this is factually correct. But like my impression of July 4th marketing as a Canadian, so I don't go there, is like, our country's amazing. Let's plaster our flag everywhere and print God bless America on everything for July 4th. That's what it is to me. Canada, like, yeah, people wear red and white, but I just don't see the same. I don't see the obsession as much. It's more like, let's just hang out and barbecue. Like, that's what people do. I don't know. They're just like, okay, yeah, day off. Let's fucking barbecue. But it's not like we're gonna print a bunch of merch and say Canada's literally the best, better than all the rest. I don't know. That's a huge stereotype. I know. Maybe some of you agree though, because you're like annoyed of it, but your assessment is accurate and I live here. Okay. Canada's like a shy version of America. Maybe. But people do generally go out or do a barbecue or whatever. I don't know. I was invited to a pool party, but we'll see. It depends on the weather and my mood. July 4th, 1774, we declared independence from the UK. Oh no, I love the UK though. We could have had such nicer accents. That's quite too bad. Okay, should we work? You came, stop distracting me. It's 11:30 in the morning. I'm just chilling. You know, it's raining outside here in Ottawa where I am. So anyone having pool parties today was canceled unless it clears up. But it's like kind of moody outside and it feels like a good day to get some work done in my house personally. So if you're working, you know, or you're just organizing, cleaning. I use the word work loosely. I don't mean like necessarily work that you get paid for, but just stuff you gotta do around the house. You gotta clean, you gotta empty your dishwasher. You gotta do summer cleaning. You gotta prepare for people coming over later today. Or not, you know? You gotta make a nice bed for your cat. I don't care. You gotta paint your nails. Maybe you paint your nails today. Let me know what you're painting. And I'm gonna do some swatch sticking. So this is part 6 of organizing my swatch sticks. I made a playlist for anyone who's interested of all my organization streams. So that includes me putting HOLO THERE up on the shelves, unpacking them, and swatch sticking. So this is part 6 of this, and I did 5 parts of organizing, and I'm not done. Like, there's a whole shelf above and around this with all my other nail polish that isn't HOLO THERE that I've yet to unbox. I also have my prototype corner that I'm slowly getting set up for. There's a lot to do. So we just gotta get to work, okay? Get to work! I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. Turn my camera on. You deep clean the house? Nice. Did you put the other brands on your shelf yet? No, I haven't unpacked them. They're literally still all in boxes, which is a problem because I need more space in this room to function. And I need to unpack boxes in order to make space. So yeah, it's on my list, but it's just, I've had to swatch our next collection, edit that. So many meetings, so much stuff we're working on for fall and later this year that those are just priorities. So I don't really have much extra time to do anything else, like unpack other nail polish. Like, yeah, I wish someone find me a few more days to add to my week. Thank you. Okay, so we've labeled these previously. And this I repainted last time because we remember the swatch sticks were the wrong length. So this is like, I need space, after party. And then I just had some random frosted metals that we got to put on a wheel. So let's start with just labeling these. Let's do some labeling, yeah? Let me open up your brother. If you're wondering what label maker I use, it's in the video description box. Sorry, why is that shaking? Stop shaking. The latest version of your brother is available. Okay, I'll download it. Hopefully it doesn't crash my computer like Detroit Become Human. Turn on your brother, everybody. Alright, let's open her up. I mean, him, your brother. Hopefully it saved my shit. I will be so mad. Okay, it did. Thank God. Good Lord. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. That's what I was making for my tea station. You know, there's a lot of things I'm passionate in this life. You know, I love nail polish. I also love tea. So I made a little tea station and I bought those little shaker things, like a barista. And I labeled vanilla and I got like real Madagascar bourbon vanilla. It was so expensive, but it's so worth it to just be such a professional. It was so expensive. But I was like, no, I will buy one, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do it. Feels good. I think it was like $38 for like, it wasn't that small. It was like this big of the pack of the Madagascar bourbon, and you just shake it on top of things. Some people bake with it. But then I poured it in those little like spice shakers that have like a sifter on top, and I labeled it vanilla, and then I have cinnamon, which is cheap, so that's how I justify it, and cocoa. Yeah, worth it to get one fancy. Cocoa and cinnamon is not that expensive, like you can find that kind of everywhere, but the Madagascar bourbon vanilla is just so worth it because the shitty cheap vanilla powder just tastes like icing sugar, which is like not what I want to put on my latte, you know what I mean? So some things you just gotta spoil yourself. So we're gonna open up this one and keep going. Your brother. Girl, I need to know your thoughts on the Karen Reed case as a crime stats analyst. What does crime stats have to do with my opinion though, right? Like, I don't know if that changes much. It's not like there's a bunch of statistics. There was a lot of like forensic and medical evidence, none of which I'm an expert in. But I'm actually not caught up. I'm 3 days behind. I'm aware, I think, of like that it might be a hung jury, but I don't know. That's kind of, I just saw like someone's Twitter update. I just think it's sad. I think it's an example of a type of injustice because the investigation and everything was just so poorly done. It's an example of how not to do investigations. And honestly, like, just a waste of time and resources. That's my takeaway. I have not seen the entire evidence. I'm still like 2 days of evidence behind, but that's what I think. I'm just like, fucking, you had one job. Many of you had one job and you did not do it. It's just a lot of incompetence. Yeah. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna grab my spreadsheet list, which I also think is a good visual reference. If anyone's like, what the hell are you talking about? There's like a trial going on. Karen Reed is her name. She was accused of killing her boyfriend, who was a cop in Boston, and like a DUI was related to it, whatever. But some people think she was framed by the investigators / another family who was related to other people. It's like a lot of internal community drama as well. But she maintains that she didn't do anything, and there's a lot of weird evidence that isn't even evidence at all, I think. I don't know. I just think it's an example in like sloppiness, to be honest. These streams have sold me. Here, I'm gonna open this up. If you want my list, you can go to !HT tracker. So I'm just gonna bring us to, let's bring us to the after party. These streams have sold me on Swatch sticks. I'm a Swatch stick influencer now. I did toppers yesterday and moving on to birthday polishes and special formulas. It could take a while. Yeah. It's taking, this is part 6, so. Who's in the dock? I saw you. Come back. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Here we are. All right. So I'm gonna pull them out in order. We've got Curfew Crasher. So these were all mixed formulas, which I'm just gonna put together as a collection on this same stick wheel, because otherwise, like, fuck, how do you classify these exactly? You know what I mean? This is when we started, well, not the first one, but we started doing more different diverse formulas in a collection that didn't need to like follow a strict rule for like, this is a linear hollow, this is our glitter formula. I don't have Disco Dust painted here though, which I think is fine because she can just stay on the topper list. Okay, so let's go back here and go. Crystal Scott. There's no spell check. My brother is on. Let's print from my brother. Beep. That's just this little whoop, 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 beep, 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 whoop, whoop. Got him. And they come pre-cut like this. They come like, you know, the right size. I love it. It's so good. It's a little hard to peel with nails, but they do have like a double peel like this. So it's better than, you know, no double peel, but okay, I gotta make sure I put it on the right way. So I'm just having this one as a reference. There's a jam session. Someone in chat said, I think this case is a perfect example of why trials need to be public. There's so much corruption in this case. I agree for criminal cases. I don't agree, actually, for private litigation cases. But that's me coming from a degree in criminology perspective, where I do think there is a very big difference between a criminal case and a private one. Like, unpopular opinion, maybe, or maybe some people agree. I don't think Depp v. Heard, I don't think that should have been public. I think that's two people, unless it came to a criminal, you know, it was raised to a criminal charge, which, yeah, I know people are going to say, well, there was that element in the trial, but it wasn't actually based on that. It was a defamation case, which I know has elements of other whatever, but I'm just saying in principle, I don't think people's private decisions to like sue someone else privately, and it's not a criminal case, should be broadcast. So That's just it's probably an unpopular opinion. I know some people are gonna be like, no, but I want to watch it, and we can learn. And like, yeah, I know you can learn, but I just feel like if you're the party who didn't choose to be sued, and you are literally being dragged into a public circus like this, that is not fucking fair. So you're forced to fold, probably, if you don't want to go to the circus. So I don't know, like, just ask yourself, like, if that was you, and this isn't criminal, so you didn't commit a crime, you didn't fucking do anything. You were never arrested, you know? Just someone wants to fuck with you even, and they're gonna drag you to court. There will still be a trial, and there will still be some, you know, a jury maybe, and justice maybe. But like, why does it need to be broadcast everywhere? I don't know. But I'm also Canadian, where we don't really do that in the same way. So I'm gonna have a differing opinion than people in America. Curfew, crasher. In the UK, none of our cases can be broadcast, but anyone can go and watch. That's kind of like how it is here yep. And reporters can report on them. Yep. We're actually more similar to the UK than America for the justice stuff. I know people will argue, well, that's behind technologically, which, yeah, I totally get that point. Like, we have the technology to actually make it public. But I just think there's some things that, like, it's just gonna be a circus. And I don't like doing that with people's lives, generally speaking. But I do think there is a difference when we're talking about a criminal prosecution. At the same time, I also don't love just like zooming into their fucking faces and turning it into a drama show. Like, I don't love that. So I think some American judges have decided to like literally make rules about the bounds of it, because they know it has to be public in their state or whatever, because that's just the rules. But they'll say things like, no, well, we control the cameras, you can't zoom into the defendant's face, you can't, like, it'll be one big angle and that's it. And I actually like can get on board with that. Like, okay, yeah, that's fair, because this isn't a fucking circus where you're zooming in to look at someone's eyebrows. Like, okay, where the internet gets to do that. That's not how you learn, if that's your argument. I think judges need more checks and balances. They are getting unhinged. I mean, judges are humans, just like police officers are humans. Everyone is just a human making a call based on hopefully objective information. But like, yeah, there's no perfect system. And you want to go to France and try the inquisitorial system? You could try that too, where it's like a panel of judges instead of one judge and two sides trying to fight to find the facts. But I don't think there's any one perfect system, because humans are gonna human. Hey, Simply, is your refrigerator running? Because I might have to vote for it. What? Wait, what does that mean? Am I cold? What? I live in fear of accidentally becoming a public figure, so I'm with Simply. Wait, what? Nina, tell us more. Why do you accidentally think you're gonna become a public figure? Also, my fridge is Canadian. Exactly, I can't run. Is that just like an irrational fear you have, Nina? Where you're just like, you see other people become public figures and then they deal with so much bullshit, and then you just like are living vicariously through this anxious experience, even though it's not gonna happen to you. It's irrational, yes. Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, like sometimes, here, this is a dumb analogy, But when I've gotten massages, I irrationally think like they're just gonna stab me in the back. You know what I mean? Like, why would, you know, they've worked there for years. Like, why would they just choose to stab me? Because I'm lying down. But people still do have fears that make literally no sense. Like, no, that's not gonna happen, okay? But that's what I think of when I go lie down on a table with my naked back for someone to massage. I'm like, are you gonna stab me? So yeah, I could, maybe my position is different because I am a public figure, but like I just don't think it's fair, to be honest. Speaking of justice, to put someone's private life on display like that and broadcast it to the entire world when they were not the choosing party. And when you have two people, two parties, and private litigation, there's always two, sometimes there's more than two. One person is choosing to bring it and one person's not. Right? It's just crazy. What time is Munchie Gang meeting? Munchie Gang is meeting at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern. It's on the community, or it's on the members tab. If you go to the members tab, you will see it there. Okay, we're on to I Need Space. Let's pull out those babies. I need space. I'm also just not a fan of public shaming in general. I don't know. It's the criminology in me. I just can't do it. I can't do it to people. I don't care how bad they are. You know, I'm just like, that's not, I don't think public shaming is always the best. I understand its use in tandem with other deterrents, but I just don't think it in principle, like, it doesn't satisfy me. I think public shaming satisfies some people in a way that I don't relate to. They're like, yeah, get him, cancel them, fuck them up. Like, and it's like, okay, that does not like really bring me joy, because like the whole situation sucks. So I feel like some of these trials, like people just like it for that factor, because there's something really fucked up in all of us that we like to see people go through bad shit. And I don't like that about humans. So that's also where I come from. Solo mission. But I also understand that historically public shaming, as has been taught in many law and criminology classes, has been a tool to deter people from committing crimes. So, you know, if you take it all away, then what's the consequence? Because humans do respond well to the fear of being publicly shamed, so then their actions become, in theory, more socially desirable or more pro-social instead of anti-social, because they don't want to be publicly shamed. So it is a tool that you can use to make people align more with expected norms. And I get that. So like, I understand that. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't like how people enjoy the public shaming part. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's not really great to enjoy someone else's bad moment. And I just feel like people love doing that. And I've seen more of that on the internet. The internet has opened my eyes to how awful we all are. Is this spelled correctly? I don't spell check. Alien infatuation. That's correct, right? Why am I second guessing how to spell? How do you spell? I'm waiting for someone to say that's correct. It's correct. Cackle? Okay, perfect. Thank you. We can print now. Zate said so. We had this discussion last time. I'm like, nobody can spell anymore. I'm not shamed. I'm just always second guessing. I'm like, I don't fucking remember without spell check. Okay, waste of space. I can spell that. I'm gonna print them all and then we'll stick. The internet has encouraged public shaming. Absolutely, because it's so much easier to participate. Now you have people who would have never cared about a particular case, a particular person, a particular celebrity, caring just because it's right there and it's easy, and people love rage bait. People love to do rage bait, and people kind of strangely like to be rage baited, I think. But I'm so over it. I'm so over all the people on the internet. Oh my god. What a waste of space in our brains. Using nail polish to decode our lives. Be nice or bite me. I didn't need to say or bite me. Be nice or bite me. There you go. I just put waste of space on my toes. That's a good use of space because your toenail is a big real estate. Big nail estate. That's a good one. What the fuck is this? Does that mean I'm low? Fuck off. No. No. Oh my god, I didn't even know this could happen. I didn't know this could happen. That's pretty dumb of me to not think this could happen. Guys, I've labeled so much. I just thought it would last forever, you know? Like a roll of toilet paper. Like, it's never gonna go. Oh my god, it's the end of the roll. Okay, I'm gonna need to order more. Fuck. I'm gonna put it in my phone right now because I'm gonna forget. So I need to put it in right now. Let me make sure I can get them on Amazon and I don't have to order it from your brother. 9mm 0.35 clear TZ tape is what I've been using. Watch me not be able to stock up. I will die. Can I get like a different brand? You only had one roll? Because I got one of a bunch of different rolls. And I was trying to decide which one I liked, and then I forgot to order more of the one I liked. Does anyone know? Okay, I need your help now. Does anyone know, can I buy another brand or does it need to be your brother? You know what I mean? Because I see like Label Life compatible with brother, Matsuko, Absonic. But is that just trash? One of them has a lot of reviews that looks good. So I could just get it because I don't see a your brother one. Or it's just not coming up. Like from the official your brother. It's better to buy brother. Yeah. Other brands get jammed up. No. What am I gonna do? Ask Ben to go to Staples. Yeah, but they may not have every one at Staples. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna text myself. Does anyone text themselves? Order your brother. Okay. Fuck. Okay, it's okay. You know why? Because I still have to put a bunch of them on wheels. Does Canada have Staples? Yes, we do. This is so sad, R.I.P. Or bite me. Okay. Shouldn't have wasted it on all those other tests. It's always iffy if you buy another brand's ink. I just feel like the quality might be shit too. You know what I mean? Like if it's kind of, if it doesn't print well or it prints gray. You could call the Staples store before you send Ben. Oh, but that involves the telephone. Will anyone call Staples in Ottawa for me? Just like IKEA. Order online. Could try that. I'll check the Staples website and see if they have this particular one. I just know in my own research that they like there's so many iterations that not everywhere has everyone. And I'll be so mad if it turns out that this one is just hard to find. I'll be like, fuck. I'll call them for you. Thank you. You can check online if it's in stock. Okay. I will. And if not, then I will try one of the Amazon ones. And I'm okay with whatever, like paying for it, even if it doesn't work. Like, you know, I would take that risk. They're not wildly expensive, the tape rolls. And just see if it works. But I won't use it if it's shitty. Like, if it doesn't look the same or the quality of the sticker is off, then no. They will be flooded with calls. Yeah, you're gonna have to call every Staples in Ottawa. There's probably not that many. There's probably like 3. How many Staples are in Ottawa? Does anyone know? Hey, Simply, I'm going out to the Olive Garden tonight with my fiance. I want to paint my nails with either World's First or Pink Steel. I can't decide. Neither, because you should be wearing not pressed to go to the Olive Garden. Duh. You gotta match. You gotta match your nails to your dinner. I've never been so invested in labeling. Me neither. Where was this my entire life? Only one of us call. Yeah, only one of you call. Okay, you guys decide. There's 19 locations in Ottawa? No, there's not. Ottawa's not big enough for that. I'm sorry. Excusez-moi. Qu'est-ce que fuck? You mean actual Ottawa? Because, like, there's townships outside of Ottawa that aren't Ottawa. You know what I mean? There's 5 Staples in Ottawa. Okay, that sounds more believable. I'm like, yeah. I think there's 10. Well, which one is it? Is there 19, 10, or 5? We didn't do... I'm over... I mean, we didn't do... Or bite me. Imagine 1,000. There's 1,000 of you here. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed that I ran out of tape. Looks like 7 on Google Maps. I'm in Ottawa. Okay. Yeah. Actual Ottawa. Not like townships outside of Ottawa. There's a lot of offices in Ottawa. Yeah. It's a lot of government in Ottawa. Government loves Staples. Okay, well, we can still put things on wheels. That's so sad, though, because I was going to do, like, all my linear hollows. I was going to label all of them. You have completed 10 years on YouTube? Oh, my God. Time for my funeral. That's crazy. Yeah, I think we talked about this. I don't know if it was Wednesday or last Saturday. That I've been here for 10 years, like in my basement for 10 years. I never go outside. It's crazy. One day they'll let me out. It looks like there's 8. All the Ottawa stores are showing stock online. Thank you, Snazzy L. Okay, perfect. Great news. All 5, 8, 10, or 15 Ottawa stores of Staples are showing stock. Okay, good. Thank God. So I will have that ready for next round for sure. But for now, let me get a ring. And we can load some of these up. Load them up. Yeah, it's got to be clear with black. Exactly. Exactly. Life of Sin. It's got to be this one. Don't give me another one. Here. That's what I need. No other one will do. All right. So you grab these little rings. It's not a hoop earring. Although, no, it's a little too big to like fit. What do you think? I love hoop earrings. I hope they come back in style. Are they in style? I feel like I often reach for hoops. The ones with like the tiny little fake diamonds on them. Those are probably my favorite types of hoops. but I like this size. This is like the right size for me. It's not like too big, but it's still like a statement, you know, and with an updo, I think this is a really good look for me. What do you think? I'm just gonna wear these. Send Drink Slave to get more. He's not gonna go right now. He's probably, I don't know, petting his pet monkey, Donkey Kong, on his shelf in his stream room. No, he's probably doing emails. I was not aware they went out of style. What is in style? Question mark. Thought this stream was titled Swatch Sticking It to Saturday. I mean, it could have been. That is a good name. Okay, so I already have some stuff labeled over here. So let me show you. Let's move these. Let's take... Here. Looking for Holo Taco suggestions to paint on my other hand while we are streaming. 3, 2, 1, go. Overshadowed. Because I just painted it on a stick earlier and people forget how beautiful it is. Okay, this is my working wheel for, it was formulas, like this was the original Holo Glitter formula, and then I started doing by collection. So we had the One Coat Chromes, and then I'm doing Chronological, kind of. Then there's the Vacation collection, and then we have Holo Barista. They're just on this side hanging out, which is all crushed holo, but I feel like because we've done crushed holos in different ways, kind of, it makes more sense to just keep it as collection. So I'm gonna add to this, but I can't let this get too big either. So let me just pull up this guy again. So like, I don't know where to put these. I'm gonna have a magnetic ring, so that one's safe. But what do I do with like Frosted Metals? Maybe I just put the Frosted Metals together and then I can add like Favorite Sister. Yeah, I could do that because I have the 5 here. But I feel like they should go on another wheel. This is so hard. Maybe I should just put them beside Chrome and not really care about the chronological. I don't need the chronological order on a swatch wheel. You know what I mean? Like, I have that in my brain or on my spreadsheet. The swatch wheel is more for like maybe similar things close by, but that's too hard to do once you have collections. So it's a bit of both. So what if we did this? Is this like too weird and unhinged? If I just put Frosted Metals after Chromes or beside Chromes, because I just feel like they're kind of, you know what I mean, close. And then I painted this morning, so it's slightly fresh, but we have Foiled Again and Favorite Sister. And I would need another banana, frozen bananas. I think I have to paint another one. They're kind of similar, in between chromes and glitters. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Like here. Actually, that's a really good spot. Okay, let's do that. So I do need to paint to frozen bananas, but let's start with silver. So these aren't labeled yet, but it's fine. Fake Date, Cheap Champagne, Favorite Sister, Cold Shoulder, we'll put Foiled Again, and Mint Money. So I know there's also like the limited edition Frosted Metals, but I feel like let's leave those out and just keep these ones in. It's okay, the limited edition ones were like basically black or weird purple. And Royal Crush, yeah, purple. And I I have the new collection, the Rock Candy collection, that I want to put on a wheel. But I don't know if I should put it on this wheel. Maybe I should, because there's already crushed hollows on here. But then what do I do with everything else? It's so complicated. Oh my God. Just makes me sad. We may not be getting more frosted metals anytime soon if they don't need space on their own ring. Don't take any of this as like what's gonna happen next. I'm just, you know, looking at now. I think I'm gonna start putting on a new ring because it's just getting ridiculous. I don't know, but I kind of want to take them off. Fuck, what do I do? Here, I'm gonna pull what I need to put on a ring. These are labeled. We did label the Rock Candy collection last time. I feel like these would be good on a ring with light mode because they kind of have similar brightness, and these are all already labeled. Yeah, I could do that, and then on the same wheel I would do the multi-chromes. Okay, this is a wheel, this is a wheel, this is a wheel. I decided. And then these ones we just labeled, like I need space, etc. We'll go back on the other wheel. Okay, let's put these guys on one wheel. This is kind of like brights, but then also multi-chromes. So let me just give you a better view. Multi-chromes first. They are not labeled, but lucky for you, I know their names, so I can tell you. Chameleon Coat, R.I.P. Blue Ain't Slick, R.I.P. Mist Shift, still available. Cat's Evasion, not Tax Evasion, Cat's Evasion, still available. And Purple with Envy, still around. She's still kicking. Those are the OG multi-chromes. Are you doing a whole ring just Ellie? Yes. So that already exists. Where is she? So that's why like I don't really want to have too many duplicates. So I already have, this is all limited edition. So I have the OG Flakies, which is the only ones not labeled yet. Then we have Remix, some birthday shades. See, Frozen Bananas is on here. Birthday, Favorite Sister. See, I duplicated her. Julian, Gala, the first Royalty Trio Retro Collection on white and by itself. Then we have Sophia. Then we have the Birthday Trio Magnetics. And then the most recent Royalty Collection Sparkling Secrets, Shimmering Secrets. So yeah, this is all right. Like I don't want to do duplication because it's just like, it's not necessary for me. How will the wheels be used? Well, I have been using the sticks to compare when I'm prototyping. So like right now in my office, there's like 87 nail polishes just out on the table. And I'm trying to like, yes, evaluate my options for an upcoming collection. And I paint them on circle wheels. But I also would like reference swatches to look at existing shades. So having a swatch of like, oh, this particular purple tone, you know, that already exists in flash drive. Let's make sure that our upcoming purple, because, you know, we're going to release one of the 8 colors in the world many times in the future. That will happen when you're at over 200 nail polishes. So I will take these sticks as reference material and be like, okay, compared to this existing shade, the prototype that I think is the most different or would be the most appreciated is this one. Not that that can be my number one determining factor though, because if I'm always picking like what is the most different, then that doesn't mean that it's a good color or a desirable shade, you know? So it's a bit of a balance. But I also just like to know, how is it going to compare? How's it going to feel? While accepting there's always going to be shades that are similar to each other. That is literally color. Hi, have you heard of colors? What? You cannot make more colors of light visible to the human eye? I'm trying, People don't believe me. I'm trying. Okay, let's add rock candy, which is different because it has crushed hollow and micro shimmer. Blue Rizzler. Electric sweetener. Pop rocker. Jam session. Are you guys having fun playing with rock candy? I tried Jam Session on my nails last night. It's such a unique shade. It's on my toes right now. It really is. Like, don't sleep on her. It's such a fun strawberry kind of rhubarb shimmery shade. I love the pink shimmer in it. It just hits so beautifully. I love it. They complement each other. Applying Blue Rizzler as we speak. Nice. Okay, that's a really good wheel. Look at that wheel. Wearing rock candy with scattered hollow. Wow, you needed more hollow. Currently I have a gradient on for Pride Month. Awesome. Applying Sugar Rush right now. I was out with my friend the other day and she said her favorite shade that I've ever made is Sugar Rush because she's just more of like a white, simple Manny lady. And she's like, I love it. It's so pretty and the coverage is so good. So yeah, that's her favorite thing right now. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe you'll like some other things we're gonna do. Working on nail art. Okay, so that's the shimmer undertone ring and it's so pretty. Yeah, let's keep that wheel. I think it makes sense. Like, I don't want to add magnetics to it because magnetics are on their own wheel, but they could, in theory, extend from multichrome because they have a similar metalliciness, but they're their own wheel. They're their own family. Now back on this wheel is gonna grow because this is where I'm doing the odd ones out. So I have Vacation, and I think instead of doing chronological, I'm gonna add these ones. So that's I Need Space and After Party. They're kind of like the random formulas. They're going here. I keep doing different Pride Month gradings with Rock Candy Collection. I love it so much. That's awesome, Caroline. Yeah, that's kind of what we did here. I fucked it up though. Look. No, when it was wet, I put another wheel down on it. And there's also no top coat on this, but you can get the idea. So that's the Rock Candy Collection, literally just with the brush, lazy gradienting. This is it over white, if you missed it. This is it over black. What? OG. I love seeing people just do different things with something. Your hands look so nice. Do you do anything to keep them from getting dry and looking nice? Yeah, I do nothing, actually. That's the secret. And while I appreciate the compliment, like one hand is worse. Like this hand has just been plagued with like eczema my whole life. So she has scars. This hand is much nicer. But I also do less like manual labor and whatever with her. Use a lot of hand cream. Always moisturize and wear nail oil all the time. Reminder to oil your nails right now. Get your nail oil pen. I'm just gonna put on a tiny bit behind. I don't want to do a big pump right now because I'm touching sticks. Just a little bit to soak in. Just a tiny bit. Oil your nails. Yeah, it's my hand model. Model hand. I too have eczema on one hand. Why does it do that so weird? I don't know. It's cleared up mostly for me. Like, you can't really see anything. But if anyone remembers back, like, oh my God, 2015, Simply, I blogged. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if I like wrote about it or something, or I can't remember. But I had really bad eczema during that time, to the point that like there was blistering. Sorry if this like creeps you out or grosses you out, but whatever. It happens to a lot of people, like a very large percentage of especially women. But I had blistering eczema on just one hand. And even though sometimes it clears up, and it has generally cleared up, like it doesn't blister anymore, it leaves scarring, because when your skin has gone through, not a protrusion, what's a lesion, you know, and it doesn't really heal ever, and it keeps happening, it will create scarring. So one hand just looks uglier. Like it just has scarring, you know, it just looks different. And that's kind of always been my right hand. That's why it's my other hand. Can't all have perfect hands. I only have one perfect hand. Okay, so after vacation, I feel like that is the exact type of collection that now I can stack after party and I need space. You know what I mean? Just because they're both like totally unique formulas that don't really go anywhere else, and they had their own story. I have scars and dents on my right hand. Yeah, and that's gonna happen if you have chronic eczema, like me. Shouts out to all the eczema people in the chat. A little midnight owl, a little bottle service. And now let's put on a waste of space. Or no, I'll do solo mission. I'm Rover It, or Bite Me. It doesn't have a label. Alien Infatuation, and then a waste of space. Whatever. I don't know what order I'm doing. It's fine. At least now I can assess, you know? Eczema body here. Hot girls have eczema. Exactly. It's a curse. Like, the universe was like, you're just too hot. We're just gonna fuck up your skin. That's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. Anyone else? I wonder why so many people have eczema. I've done a lot of reading on it, and it's actually, I don't know. Okay, I'm not an expert or a doctor. Ask your doctor. But like, it does seem like there's been a rise in it as a result of just increasing exposure during your youth to different chemicals that you develop strange sensitivities to. The one thing that I'm pretty sure has been routinely spoken about in like medical journals, and I always make sure to like read the medical journal abstracts rather than just like Reddit, to be honest, is people, mostly girls, just statistically, who got their ears pierced. Hello, fellow late 20, 30, 40-year-olds in the chat. Did you guys get your ears pierced as a kid? Back in the day when not everything maybe was 100% like real gold. Like maybe your parents were like, you're not getting that, you know, you're just getting whatever was at Claire's. Okay. I'm gonna ask who got their ears pierced as a kid. I feel like that's a good question. I want the answer to. Did you, oh my God, I'm screaming. Did you get your ears pierced? Did you get your ears pierced before you were 13 years old? When you were 12 or younger, did you get your ears pierced? Yes or no? when I was a kid, it was very normalized for parents to take their girls to Claire's and just get your ears pierced when you were like a fucking baby. I don't think I was a baby, but I think I was like 3, you know, not like a baby. And I got 1 hole, just the 1 hole on both sides. Yeah, my next question will be, how old were you? Were you a literal like 1-month-old baby? Let's stab him in the ear. But maybe you're not mad now because you like having earrings. I like my earrings. Like, I'm not mad that I got these later in life, but I'm not even wearing one in the main hole. But my first one was done when I was a literal child, and then after that I was in high school. So I was like, no, I would like them. But it was so normalized, and back in those days, I don't think they had the same standards for sterilization or metal purities. Like, people just didn't care as much. So a lot of the literature will explain that it makes sense that a lot of, especially women, because that's who was getting their ears pierced 20 to 30 years ago, at Claire's or whatever, insert any random shop that isn't like an expensive jeweler or has access to expensive, actually real jewelry, is developing allergies to different types of metal because that's what was in those earrings. Because they're not, if they say like gold plated, maybe they're not plated that well, or maybe the plating washes off. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's a lot of research on how older generations, oh my god, am I an older generation? Ew. But just like people who were young in a generation where they didn't have the same care or research about the outcomes of certain things. And this will always happen. Right now, literally right now, there are babies who are gonna develop allergies to things that we don't really know yet. So it's just a rolling thing that's gonna happen. But this is one thing that definitely marks my generation, because we all got our fucking ears pierced. Let's see. Look, I wish I also had like age statistics right now, but we've done this poll before. A lot of you are 25 to like 35 is probably like the average biggest range. Did you get your ears pierced before you were 13 years old? 74%, 75 said yes. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, when you were a kid, everyone was just like, let's get him. I don't think people do that anymore as much. I don't know. Maybe some parents in the chat now will have differing opinions. But also, I'm just totally making assumptions, but I would assume that standards have changed and maybe, like, you know you're getting real gold when you put them in. I don't know. Wild. Maybe people are more confident today. Maybe not. I don't know. They definitely still do it at Claire. Claire still exists? What the fuck? I was about 6 months old. Yeah. I was like 3. Anyways, just one example of how I do think, based on reading a bunch of shit about eczema, that just more people have it, especially women. We're all just so sensitive. And it's our parents' fault. Here, do you think you have eczema? Because it's technically a diagnosis. Just do you think you have or had? Because it fluctuates. So eczema is when you have recurring rashes, and it can happen. What am I, a fucking doctor? But it's like, in English, it's like you either know you have it because you've like been to a dermatologist and like they're like, yeah, or you don't know what it is, but you keep getting these rashes. It could be anywhere on your body. It could be the same parts, could be different parts that keep reoccurring. It could be a contact allergy from something you're allergic to, or you could not be allergic to anything, but you're just fucking triggered because your immune system is like, well, fuck you. So it can happen for different reasons. It can be genetic too. Your parents can give you that bullshit too. And there's all different types of eczema. It's like a very broad term. Some is very mild. Like you're like, whatever. There's a little rash on my elbow. I don't care. It's not that bad. And then there's some people who like literally can't operate in life. Like they quit their jobs because of it, because it is absolutely debilitating. And that's chronic. Does psoriasis count? Sure. I mean, like, I know it's technically not the same thing, but like whatever, just group it in. A skin disorder. We're all friends with the skin disorders here. I have no allergies that I know of. That you know of? What am I, a moral panicker? I'm literally panicking the chat. I'm like, we're all gonna die from our ear piercings. No, I also found out, I've done 4 patch tests. That bullshit they put on my back where they tape shit to your back for like 3 days. I've shared it on Instagram before. I found out I was allergic to things I didn't know I was allergic to. And I've definitely like consumed or used and didn't notice a reaction. But you can be allergic to things that maybe just doesn't trigger it all the time. So I think everyone is probably allergic to something, but maybe it's not affecting them that much. It doesn't like reach that threshold of affecting them. Or maybe they are allergic and there is symptoms and they just think it's normal. So I feel like everyone's allergic to something. We just don't know, or it doesn't matter to you that much. I need to do one of those, but I dread. You can do it. I recommend it. I recommend sticking experiments on your back for 96 hours and then finding out what irritates you. It's actually really good for your mental health. If you think about it like an experiment in finding out who your true friends are and who your enemies are, wouldn't you want to know who is toxic? That's what a dermatologist patch test is. Or an allergist prick test, which is not the same thing, but kind of the same point. You're finding out what you're allergic to, but they're different types of allergies. If you can find someone who does that, like I honestly recommend it. I was recommending it to my friend the other day too, who got eyelash extensions, like where they glue the shit on your eyelashes, and they irritated her. And I was like, you need a patch test because I don't want you. It also sucks to just like think you're allergic to something and then just not use it out of an abundance of caution. And then it's like, wasn't actually that. Do you know what I mean? But if you do a patch test, you can find out very specifically if it's a specific glue type or if it's a cleaner or if it's something else. And that can help you realize or learn like, oh, maybe it's not actually the eyelashes, but it's just the glue. So if I just switch the glue, then I can do it. You know, you get more information that way and don't have to live your life just being afraid of everything and not doing something that maybe you could do. And then you also learn other things that you weren't scared of before and now you're scared. Anyway, all information is good when it comes to your health, I think. Unless you're just doing too much like woo-woo shit and they scare you into thinking you should take 8 million woo-woo things and now you're scared to live otherwise. That's not what I mean either. But I just mean like to a certain extent, I think it's good. Especially if you believe you have a sensitivity. Just do it. It's just a few days on your back. I want a patch test, but my doctor told me I was too young. Katie, are you 11? Do I have an 11-year-old mod? He just tells me to avoid the things I'm allergic to. Yeah, that's fucking annoying because how do you know what you're allergic to without proof? Give me the evidence. Like at trial. This is a criminal justice trial. My body is a crime. I'm gonna need evidence to know exactly, precisely which ones have been committed. I don't know if there's any veracity to being too young to get a patch test. I don't know, but I don't think Katie's like 12, right? So, I don't know. Maybe your allergies shift too much when you're super young, but I would assume once you're like an adult age, that's not really the thing, but I don't know. Maybe get a second opinion, you know? Get a second opinion. You're 23? That's an adult. So yeah, I would get a second opinion about that. Maybe they just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? They probably just don't want to do it. Too young is wild, and why people miss early diagnosis. I know, right? Like, it's like, go suffer for 5 more years. Then we'll talk. Come back to me and call me in 5 years after you've suffered. Thank you. Maybe you have to be 25. What is this, a fucking driver's license? Like, no. I don't understand. Okay, let's look at this. Do you have or had eczema? That's almost half the chat. That's crazy. Because I swear if you Google, like, what's the prevalence of eczema in America, it's like, I don't know, 12 to 16% if you're a lady. Wow. We're all just fucked. I'm just kidding. I wish the 45% of you find what solutions work for you. I hope you can get access to testing to get more information so you can live life more informed. And access to medication. Praise be if helpful or necessary. Cheers. Cheers to eczema. I love our conversations. Like, what is this? I don't know. I'm so uplifting. Are you attracted in eczema audience? Did I self-select my audience by like talking about how I have eczema? Nade said 30% prevalence eczema. Okay, I'm off. It's 30. Okay, we're 45. We're overrepresented in this chat. Seriously, I wish you all good health. Yes. What Uma said. Yeah. Because I made one video about my eyes exploding. And then all the eczema girlies were like, my new influencer. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. What other wheels can I make for you? I can make the magnetic wheel. I want good health. Same. Never really thought about it that much when I was a 20-year-old. So Katie and all the other 23-year-olds out there, listen to the old gang talk and how some things in your health are even like not in your control. Like, I don't fucking choose for my eyes to explode or my hands to blister like that. And so while some things are more whatever debatable in your control to some extent with prevention and seeing doctors and blah 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 blah, it's really frustrating when there's things you literally can't do anything about, and it makes you kind of reflect on other things that you could have done something about. At least that's how I feel. So I'm just doing whatever I can do to do things that I can control, knowing I can't control things that I can't control. Yes, I think that's how that works. But so I'm trying to just be healthy, whatever that is for you. Praise be our health, because you're gonna get old one day like me, and you're gonna be like, fuck. Just kidding. I'm so dramatic. Okay, I'm putting on magnetics, and I have unmagnetized and magnetized. This is Fairy Tale, RIP. This is Wicked Potion. Twice in a Blue Moon. Tea is the key to health. Yeah. I mean, it's very calming. It's such a cute, easy pick-me-up if you're having like a bad day. Here's Queen's Curse, RIP. I don't think it actually like cures diseases, but I think it cures a bad moment. So I reach for my emotional support tea quite often. I was discouraged by derms from getting patch tests and food allergy tests because of cost. They told you not to because they said it would be too expensive. Isn't that like you who gets to decide if something's too expensive? When I finally insisted for the test to be done, the test showed I was allergic to shrimp. You're allergic to shrimply? Sorry, I'm laughing. Lobster and crab. Okay, yeah, see? And you learn that shit. Oh, I know what we can do. We can paint the cat's magnetics. Let's do that. Fairy Tale is the goat. She is the goat. All right, I'm gonna grab some stuff. So I have a family member who was allergic to shrimp, like would die kind of thing. And would always ask for like no shrimp at a restaurant or whatever. And then many years, like literally 40 fucking years later or something, they accidentally ate shrimp and then they realized it. They went into like a bit of a panic and then actually everything was fine. So they went to the doctor, did a test, and they're no longer allergic to shrimp. I asked my doctor about that type of stuff, but I also learned about how there's like 2 different types of allergies. And I don't know if it's column A is very strict and column B is very strict. So I'm not entirely sure. But some people with food allergies, it can shift. Like you can be allergic to something and like really bad. And then it's just like not 20 years later, which is wild. So ongoing testing could also show you whether or not maybe you can enjoy something again. Not saying you should experiment on your own and eat that peanut butter if you're allergic. That's not what I mean. But just like, you know, take a test every fucking 5-10 years or something. If you can. But it's good to know that because like my family member could have been enjoying shrimp maybe for 10 years and shrimp tastes very delicious. I love a good shrimp cocktail. We love a shrimply. Now there's other allergies that unfortunately I have that they don't disappear. They actually get worse. So that's not my case. I have the immune version, which is not really the same thing as the histamine. Fuck, I don't know. I don't want to give the misinformation. I think I'm allergic to kissing you. Ben, but we should probably try making out every day to see if the allergy subsides. Is that what the doctor would recommend? I think the doctor would probably do a prick test and just decide. You know, we'll just poke my saliva into your arm. How about that? I'll put my saliva in your arm. Been dyeing my hair since I was 15, and about a decade later, I was suddenly allergic. Thank you for the super chat, Natasha. But yeah, that sucks. But as I have learned with my the impure metals analogy, that's also probably why you became allergic. Not that I'm a doctor and I just fucking read this shit and have learned for myself. Sometimes the more you get exposed to a chemical, it could even be like a cleaning chemical. Like say you're a cleaner and you are more likely than the person who's not a cleaner to develop an allergy to something that you've been using just because you've become so like you're gonna get more sensitive to it over time. So yeah, if you dye your hair for 15 years and then you ask a dermatologist, why am I allergic to it all of a sudden? They'll be like, because you've been dyeing your hair for 15 years. So you develop an allergy over time, which sucks because my reaction to that type of statement to the doctor was like, but that doesn't make sense because I've been fine for so long. And they're like, yeah. And then your body was like, I actually changed my mind. That's just what happens with chronic exposure. Yeah. That's what I've also read. I'm not stating this myself, but I've read about gel nail polish allergies. Same thing. People use them for years or repeatedly and then develop an allergy. But gel's kind of more known for that objectively, and I think everyone's like, yeah, I've heard that before. It's not news. Just move these over. I became extremely allergic to gold 8 years after getting married. R.I.P. my wedding ring. Oh, they gotta get you platinum now. I thought cleaning products were triggering my asthma and the doctor recommended getting a cleaner. Fortunately, she said I couldn't get a prescription though. Super weird how that happens too. You can either expose yourself into an allergy or out of one, right? Like, what's going on? The human body is so annoying, to be honest. Like, stop being so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna paint the magnetics so you can see. I was just painting that one sans magnetized, but we're gonna go like this for another one. It's also to do with cell death and cycles. Ooh, tell me more about cell death. Are all my cells dead inside? My sister has celiac gluten allergy, and after we found out about her, like a quarter of my family found out they had asymptomatic celiac. Exactly. See, you can get tested and find out shit that you did not even know. All right, Menchie cat eye. Menchie cat eye. Putting her over there so I don't touch her. I'll do the plain ones now. I already have Zyler plain for some reason. I already have Zyler by himself plain. Let me grab another magnet, but don't put it too close. I'm gonna have to like put it over here. Do we top coat the swatch sticks? Yes, we absolutely will. And I paint all the swatch sticks on the front. I do enough coats, yada, 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 top coat, because I want it to look as close to how it will look on your nail as is the real experience, you know? Okay, so I just need to do Zyler magnetized, but I'm just painting unmagnetized. What's the space looking one called? That is Cool Cat Mom. Just the first coat. That was my birthday shade last year. This is Menchie Cat Eye, like a sage green metallic. That's unmagnetized. Really pretty, really sagey. Kind of a cozy shade. Pretty. Cool Cat Mom looks so good on magnetized too. Hurry, hurry. Oh, there we go. I feel like I should have moved it more. No! There. Okay, let's do Menchie. I just don't want them close because the magnets will go. Has this year's birthday been approved? Yes. This year's birthday shade, my birthday shade, has been approved. Some time ago. We really have to be ahead of shit. It's one of the most annoying things if I'm being a complainer. How, like, far in advance we have to finish prototypes and approve things. Because I'm just like, you know, it's June. Like, I don't want to decide right now. I can't tell you what color it is. Wait, is Cool Cat Mom not in stock anymore? Nope, it was my limited edition birthday shade last year. But Menchie and Xyler Cat Eye came back. We decided to keep them. Jen and Ben got polishes. Will Matt ever get one, or is he indifferent? I'm just not sure it's like, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, he's a little removed from the immediate Simply family. Oh, fuck, don't tell him this. You know what I mean? Ben is like everyone knows Ben. You know? And a lot of people know my sister. We also like look exactly alike. And my favorite sister is that's a good marketing play. But Ben's brother like hasn't been in my content as nearly as much as either of them. And he also doesn't wear nail polish. So it's like two things that are already reaching too far. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense. Not everything that a really hardcore fan like hooks onto actually makes sense to do product wise. This is a good example of one. What's message retracted? Why? I can't give you a refund. You better unretract that message. My favorite boyfriend's brother. That's a good one. I can imagine it's very annoying to need to decide so far ahead. It's like the way I go through 5 ideas for what I want to paint in my mani as I remove the last one and file and prep my nails, right? And I don't think I'm necessarily like indecisive. I just think I'm careful and I want to analyze the options. But I don't think that's indecisive. Like, I can make a good decision, usually. But I will second guess it. But it is kind of annoying that I have to make that call so early. And then what if a better idea comes on along the way? What if like some other opportunity comes up where I could have done this, or I should have named it this, fuck. Anyways. And then I don't care about this, but I'll see other people say like, oh, this nail polish brand just released this right after this. It looks like they're trying to copy. And it's like, no, they're not, because they probably did it 6 months ago. And so did we. Like, so I just kind of laugh whenever I see those comments. There's a lot of people who just really don't get it, or just want like the worst for people. Back to what we were saying 2 hours ago. People love the drama. They want to know that like, what's the negative angle to this story? I would have so much regret if I had to make those decisions. Not regret, Keo. Because you'd be happy, you'd be proud, you'd be like, yeah, I love how they turned out, you know? Even if you could have made a different shade, whatever, there's always another opportunity for that. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what your analogy in your life is. I'm just using mine. I get ads that look very similar to HT style shots. I don't know. What came first? And also, isn't that a compliment to us if we were doing whatever? I don't know what you're referring to, but if we were doing a style first and then other people are like, I'm going to try and copy it, but it will never be the same because it's not. So I'm just letting the magnet sit on there, but I do need to do Xyler. So I'm gonna take Cool Cadmium off, but I like drying them on the stick so they stay nicely. I get HOLO THERE ads on social media all the time. I love it. Good. I mean, bad, because we're wasting ad revenue on you if you were already gonna buy. This is Xyler Cat Eye. Love this rich, warm, coppery. Are you ever gonna make dip powders? No. It's just not the market that it makes sense for us to do. We're, if you haven't noticed, more like what's accessible, what's easy, what doesn't require, you know, professional use disclaimers, or should actually be used only by professionals, because you don't have to be a professional to use HOLO THERE. You just slap on some paint. Maybe you need some practice, you know, that could help, but you kind of invented a whole style of photography. It's very normal for people to mimic a new style. Are you talking about like spill porn? I think I know, like, yeah. I don't know if I invented it, because like surely I'm not the first person to like think of spilling nail polish out of a bottle and filming it. But I definitely made it my thing. That I always spilled nail polish out on like a mirror with black background to make it like kind of sexy without any elements actually related to sexiness, you know? So while I wouldn't say I invented nail polish photography or spilling it, I could see what you mean by I popularized a specific style, maybe. I wanted to ask if we had a release date for the 5th anniversary. We do not have an official release date, but it is happening in July. I have a HOLO THERE Manis and Tacos party for the week after the anniversary. That's very exciting. Invite me. What's a Manis and Tacos party? Are you actually... Be careful. If your nails are wet, you can't eat tacos. Or do you eat first and then paint your nails? That's a good order. When your spill shots were posted on Pornhub, that was so funny. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Wasn't it my peel porn that was on Pornhub? I swear it was peel porn. That was hilarious. I loved that. I remember people getting like upset for me. They were like, you should sue. I was like, I don't care. This is literally hilarious. Let's do a second Xyla. Xyla, Menchie and Xyla. Tacos first, nails second. Exactly. We'll all come. I'll bring a side. Okay, what would you guys bring? We should do a potluck party. When I go to potlucks, I'm bad, you know, because I don't know how to cook, so I never bake anything. So I usually go like try and find a fruit tray. I'm the fucking fruit tray lady. Or like drink mixers. You know, I'll bring sparkling water or like some seltzers or something that you can actually mix into something or just is refreshing. Like not Coke and Sprite. That's so like, you know, when I was 18 years old. But the grown-up version of that, which is like a bottle of San Pellegrino or some unique custom crafted seltzers. Fruit trays always get eaten though. I'll eat them. I eat the fruit trays and the veggie trays. Charcuterie board, that's so fancy. But like, do I make it or can I buy it? I'd prefer to buy it. Deviled eggs. Okay, a little devil. Anything you can bring for a potluck is always appreciated. I guess that's true. Fruit tray is great. Put a little honey and vanilla Greek yogurt and you have a dip for it. Oh, that's fun. I love honey and yogurt lids. I would cry if you came to the party. Well, don't cry. You know, I'll leave if you cry. I only bake, so I usually bring a dessert. I envy you, Jess, and all the bakers in the chat. I'm just not good at it, you know? And that's okay. We're not all good at everything. I'm just bad. And like, I'm also don't really want to like eat everything that I bake, you know? Whereas like I would totally eat up the fucking fruit tray. Like, don't leave me alone with it. But if I'm baking a cake, like I don't want to eat the whole cake. so I don't want to make it, because then I might want to eat it. Y'all are making me hungry. I know, stop. I gotta make my smoothie. Christine, do you have any theme in this year's birthday party? I know Holo will be involved somehow. There is a theme, but I can't tell you because it would literally give away the entire concept. So you'll just have to wait and see. But I am very excited, which is nothing new. I'm excited for everything. Good hint. Great hint. She's excited. No, it's running away. There we go. What do you put in your smoothies? Okay, I could talk about this for hours, so as I let these dry. I'm a smoothie freak. And I eat them like a meal. So there's a lot of shit in them. They're not just like, oh, a couple berries, milk, and ice, and that's it. Like, no. I literally pack it so full of shit. And it's more than a meal serving-wise. In terms of, like, nutrition, calories, and all that. Like, it's also, they're like this big. I put some ice, frozen fruit, and I do different frozen fruits depending on whatever I feel like. Sometimes I do a cherry. Sometimes I do mixed berries. Sometimes I do like pina colada fruits. So like mangoes, pineapples, bananas. Frozen bananas taste good in everything. And they're sweet. When you freeze a banana, they're like sweeter. So it's really good. So buy frozen bananas or just freeze bananas, whatever. You're taking notes? Okay, take notes. So it depends on what like flavor profile I'm going for, what I'm in the mood for. So that's why I'm like, it could be any of those fruits, but sometimes I group them together. Like I'll do cherry strawberry one day, or I'll do strawberry mango another day, or like mango banana, or like pineapple mango. I don't know. It could be any of those. And then I always put in a milk type. So I'll use almond milk, coconut milk, or oat milk. Sometimes like 2 of the above. Depends. Coconut goes better with bananas, mangoes, and pineapples. And almond goes better with cherries. Oat goes good with anything. I put in a nut butter, and again, it depends. If I'm doing like a raspberry, mixed berry, strawberry, then I can put in peanut butter, so it's like PB&J. But if I'm doing cherries or any other ones that was like sounds kind of weird with peanut butter, then I just do almond butter because it's more neutral. And when I say I put in nut butter, like fucking giant scoop, like literally, like it's probably 3 spoonfuls, like 3, I don't know, I don't measure, I just go like this. Who measures that? You don't need to measure smoothies, whatever. But it makes it thicker and creamier, and it's so delicious. And then if I'm making a pina colada flavor profile smoothie, I will add Brazilian nut butter because it has like coconut, macadamia nuts, and something else, I can't remember. Cashew butter is also good. So I tried different ones. I'm just like, what do I feel like today? I add vanilla protein powder usually, or chocolate protein powder if I'm doing cherry, because then it's like chocolate cherry. You could also do chocolate strawberry. You could also do chocolate banana. Oh my God, I guess you could do chocolate anything. Maybe not chocolate pineapple, that's weird. I add a bunch of kale and spinach. So much that the drink usually looks green or like dirty, but you don't taste it. You literally don't taste it. So just eat those greens. Just mix them up. Do you add yogurt? Not really. I find I just like to eat yogurt plain and then get my lids. And then what else do I add? So yeah, protein powder also helps make it taste better because I don't add, there's no sugar that has been added. So I usually just use a vanilla whey protein, but like, you know, use whatever protein you like. Mine tastes like a gourmet French vanilla, and it has a little bit of sweetness in it, which is just enough from me. And what else do I add? A fresh banana. You have to add a fresh banana, like a ripe fresh banana, not unripe. And that helps it like just be mushier. It helps blend it better, because if it's just frozen fruit, it's like kind of hard and like icy. So I find a fresh banana always helps. And then I think that's it. Oh, I add hemp seeds sometimes for like, I don't know, health benefits or something. But yeah, it's fucking delicious. She leaked. That's okay. Okay, was this enough coats? Did I do 3 on this? I want to make sure I do 3 coats on the magnetics, because when they're on a wheel, you kind of see through them more. Oh, I think I had to do 1 more. Cool cat mom. Some people eat yogurt for gains. Simply does it for lids. It's true. Give me all my yogurt lids. But I just like, you know what I realized? I like experimenting with smoothie. Oh my God. Oops. That was chaotic. I like experimenting with smoothie flavors just like I experimenting with HOLO taco combos or tea lattes. Like, I just want to try every variation. Like, give me all the ingredient options, and every day I will try a new combo. So that I just realized, I just unlocked the story of my life. I just want to try all the combos everywhere. So smoothies are one thing that I do at all the combos. HOLO taco combos, tea lattes. I'm always trying like, oh, what about this tea? What about with this milk? What about with vanilla Madagascar bourbon vanilla on top? Can anyone got any other ideas that I can like try all the combos with? Your smoothies sound like they'll cure all my problems. They do actually cure everyone's problems. We've occasionally had like people, contractors or whatever, just helping out with stuff in the house. And so if it's around lunchtime, I'll always make extra smoothie and like give them a little bit of it. And be like, here, I made you a smoothie. And they're always like, oh my God, thank you so much. But you never really know if they actually like it, because there's a lot of green shit in it. Some people don't like that. I don't think you can taste it at all, because it just tastes like frozen fruit and bananas and nut butter. That's the dominant flavor. But then like I'll hear them like talk amongst themselves that they really fucking like it. They're like, this is so good. And one of them told me I should open a smoothie store. They're like, this is so good, you should open a smoothie store. And I was like, don't tempt me. Oatmeal combos. I also love overnight oats. Oatmeal combos. Yeah, exactly. HOLO combo, smoothie combo. Yeah, that's my next business venture. Smoothies. Or being a barista. I feel like that'd be fun too. It's on my nose. Okay. Let's do... I think we can just top coat these now. We gotta top coat the magnetic on the wand. But I will do the solid ones first. I always check with my contractors if they have any food allergies. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think that hard into it. I just assumed they would be like, no, I can't if it has this. And then I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. But I don't know. Sorry, I didn't think of that. No one has seemed to have any allergies. And no one has also died from me making them a smoothie so far. So that's good. I assume if you are like deathly allergic to peanut butter and someone presented you with a beverage, you'd be like, what's in this? You know what I mean? Being a barista is fun. I love making people coffee when they come over, right? I wish I liked coffee for that reason. But I just can't get into it. I just love tea. I don't like coffee. You got to do a smoothie food truck like you did with Saf last year. HOLO Taco Smoothie World Tour 2025. I think people would be like, what is happening? HOLO Taco, you've changed. So when you put a top coat on a magnetic, you also want to make sure you magnetize on that layer. Because putting on a top coat re-wets the polish, which will make the pigments disperse. Happy rainy, simply long weekend Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to paint my nails with Here for the Payday. RIP and Fallen Flake Taco. That sounds like a rainy day, Manny. Thank you, Leo. Hope you are enjoying as well. Okay, hear me out. HOLO Taco in the smoothie. Should we? You know, adding some hollow flakes would make it look really pretty. It'd be like the hollow cappuccino from Mumbai. Is that where it was? Can't remember. All right, we are magnetizing on the taco. Coffee and concept taste like dirt. Well, because it looks like dirt. It's literally like fucking dirt grounds. One of my fave smoothies is blueberries, strawberries, oatmeal, and ground flaxseed. Oh, I forgot about flaxseed. I should get some. Wait, you put oatmeal in your smoothie? Okay, that's actually smart. I like that. I should do that. I should put oats in my smoothie. Have you ever had oat tea? It's actually really good. Like, not just oat milk, but like oats in the literal tea. I worked as a barista and I hated it. Yeah, okay. I know we're all just like romanticizing. Wouldn't it be fun to be a barista and then like actual baristas are like, no, fuck you. But I hated people who came in and had no idea of what they want. I can get that. I would hate that too. It's like, just fucking say what you want. And it's like, well, they're thinking. And you're like, okay, I guess that's reasonable, but it's still annoying. Glad I'm in IT now, where I have to find out what functions they want in their app. Yeah, customer service is requires patience. I'm gonna make a smoothie after this right now. Me too. I'm gonna put oats in my smoothie today. Normally I don't do that. It's a good idea. Good idea, chat. Do you blend in a blender like NutriBullet? I have a Vitamix that I bought 6 years ago. It was $400. Worth every fucking penny, because I literally use it every day and it chops up everything and it's so good. And you can make like a big batch, because I make giant ass smoothies. But yeah, it's one of the more expensive ones, but if I calculate how many times I've used it, it's absolutely worth it. If you're into smoothies. If you're just like, oh, I want to make one once or twice, then yeah, maybe you don't know, but yeah, not sponsored. It is so good. I actually feel like it's on the fritz. Like, I think I need to buy a new one, because sometimes it just like, it's working too hard. I don't know if the metal maybe is fully sealed properly anymore. It's like vibrating at a different frequency, but it's been like 6 years and I use it every day. So I feel like I could buy another one at this point. I'm sure the technology has changed too. Makes great hummus. Do not tell Ben. He's not allowed to contaminate my smoothie blender with hummus. I put powdered cocoa in my smoothies. That sounds good with cherries. Do that with cherries or strawberries. You can just buy a new pitcher. But I can't tell if it's the pitcher or the base that has the metal clamp, because the metal at the bottom gets kind of eroded over time. You know, what's that word when you like fuck up a screw and now it won't come out? You strip a screw. Okay, that's what it is. I'm like, when you fuck up a screw, I think that the bottom part is like slowly getting stripped. You know what I mean? Over like 6 years of repeated use. So I don't think that's worth trying to replace. Probably just buy a new one at that point. It's not the blades. It's the part that's in the bottom section. So it's not the blades. Yeah, and if it's like, now I have to start pulling it apart and replace parts, and then they're like, oh, it's $300. And I'm like, no, I'll just buy a new one. Like, it's just not worth it. Especially because, like, I could get the benefits of a new blender. Maybe they, like, file your taxes now. Who knows? A lot can change in 6 years. Yeah, I have second Vitamix money. I'll just buy a new one. Costco is the best for warranty. Yeah. But is warranty really real? I feel like sometimes it's just like you still have to pay or you have to wait 8 weeks. And I'm like, I need this now. Get a NutriBullet or similar. I used to have a NutriBullet, like the ones you just go, or like a Ninja or something, and it just broke all the time. Okay, let's close these up so you do not spill. NutriBullets can't handle kale. Is that what it is? I was loading it up with kale. Kale is very thick and fibrous. I do rip it off the little stem in the middle though. Like I rip off the sides. Yeah, it's just Vitamix will fucking throw everything in. A bunch of frozen fruit, fucking do it up. Look how much progress we painted stuff. I know my label marker broke. Don't tell anyone. I'm gonna have to go to Staples. I have a Ninja and I'm not a fan, TBH. But it's okay. It's like good in a pinch, you know, but you probably have to care more about what you put in it. Vitamix is probably way better than NutriBullet. I've heard that, but it is very expensive and they're like big. So maybe that's a downside for some people, but I make myself a giant smoothie and then I give Ben the extras and then I give contractors extras. Like, you want a smoothie? You want a smoothie? You want a HOLO taco? Do you want a smoothie? Pick one. Vitamix is like a Mercedes. NutriBullet's like a Ford. Okay, that's a good analogy. I have the Mercedes of, I was gonna say nail polish. Of blenders. Your label maker broke, sad. No, it's not broken, but I ran out of tape, so this happens. And I didn't buy more, because I'm a dum-dum. Here's a challenge. Where do I put overshadowed? That's sacrificial lacquer. She's done now, obviously on magnetics. I painted this like an hour before stream. But where do I put overshadowed and milky white shimmer? Because I have no cookies and creme section. And I don't have a declassified section because I'm just kind of putting those in formulas. So these are two like randos that I don't know what to do with. Give them to me. Okay, I'm gonna send them to Silly Munchkins. I can't wait for Overshadowed to come back. Oh yeah. I guess we're gonna restock it, will we? I gotta check in on that. Sacrificial lacquer is so good, I need. Also that. I file my overshadowed with Chameleon Coat and Blue Ain't Slick. The multi-chrome wheel actually is probably closest. Yeah, I could deal with that. So that could go here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, but where do I put Milky White Shimmer? Where are they on my shelves? Milky White Shimmer is just like beside the vacation collection. Right there. Can't really tell in this lighting. The reflection's a bit weird. So it was literally just a random spot where there was like a space on the side. So that's not how I should make this decision. I mean, maybe it could go on this wheel because these are shimmery. I could put it here, I guess, because it's shimmery. I feel like that's the only place. Because my other wheel, this one, the kind of more random stuff, has different formulas, but it also has glitter. So I feel like it's not really shimmer focused, but this one has more. So I'm gonna do that, yeah. It's hard out there for a lone milky white shimmer. Okay, we added them here. Why not? Hi, Simply. Hi, Dominic. I just got an air conditioning and humidifier installed, and working has never felt more relaxing, especially for my skin. Hope you are doing amazing. Congrats on your air conditioning. That's amazing. First you're a fan, and now you're an air conditioner. I love air conditioning, except if you live in a house and it like gets too cold. I know it's like complaining hello to the person who finally got an air conditioning. But most people with AC who live in a house that has multiple floors, if you're like on one floor, maybe it works fine. And then like you go to the basement and you're like, I'm freezing. I literally need sweatpants, even though it's 80 million degrees outside, to go to the basement. Now I don't mind in my basement because the computers and all the lights make it really hot. Like it's always like 3 degrees warmer after I've been streaming for a few. Here, I'll tell you. I have a thermometer right here. It's 23.4 degrees Celsius, but Americans, that is 74.1. And it's 39% humidity. It says comfort. So yeah, 23.4 is like pretty warm. 74 is warm, right? But that's because it's risen 3 degrees in the last few hours because all the lights, the computer, that's so hot. See, I'm not even that hot. Like, I'm still kind of like, I'm cozy. I'm cozy. That's so dry. No, it says comfort. It's 40 now. I don't know. I mean, I live in Ottawa. It's not humid here. You're only comfortable at 50% humidity? Oh my God, tell that to my climate. It's 70 in your place, so I'm 4 degrees hotter. 40% is dry? Oh, is it? I don't know. Ben, turn on the humidifier. What kind of thermometer is that? I don't know, I got them on Amazon. I always like to know what temperature it is, like in every room. And I guess since we have always had like stuff that generates heat, like computers and stuff, I like putting these random thermometers just in rooms so I can know, you know, what fucking temperature is it in here? I don't know why. It just like brings me peace to know what temperature it is. I'm just like, okay, it's 23 degrees. Yeah, that's warm. Because sometimes Ben will say like, oh, it's really hot in here. And then I'll look at the temperature and be like, no, it's not. 21 is actually really comfortable. It is hot in here though, but I'm fine. Other people would probably hate it in here. Same, I have 3 of them. I just buy them all on Amazon like a pack. It's 80% humidity. What is that even like? I mean, I've been to Florida, so I remember. Your preferred, okay, we put our AC at 22, 23 Celsius. And our preferred humidity is 40% or more. But Toronto is dry, especially in the winter. Yeah. What's the ideal temperature and humidity to paint your nails? This is actually a good question. I don't know like the scientific ideal temperature, but I do know that one common thing that I've learned through like customer service, because I didn't really pay attention to this before, is if you are painting your nails in a hot climate that is super humid, maybe 80, I don't know, just sounds like that could be 91% in Buffalo. What? That's a disaster. Oh my God. If you paint your nails in high humid conditions, it can actually ruin your manicure. It is one contributing factor to getting patches that look like your top coat isn't working. So like patches on the tips of your nails, like past your skin maybe, might turn kind of like matte looking after you've put on a top coat. And that can happen for a few different reasons. It could be the top coat's too thick. It could be you didn't wait for layers to dry. It could be you put it on too quickly. But I think humidity is actually a huge contributing factor to that like color change. It's just like glass or windows in humidity. You know, you shower and your windows fog up? That's kind of what's happening to top coats if you paint in super humid conditions. Yeah. 80% will ruin for real. Maybe. I guess I don't have that much experience with it because like it's 40 or 50 where I am, right? So it's not a problem for me in Ottawa. Painting your nails outside is usually also a bad idea just because of the variables. Usually indoors, it's more controlled, but not always. If you live in fucking Hawaii, then yeah. Science is interesting, yeah. It's raining today in Toronto, so it's 93% humidity. I guess humidity rises when it's raining. It's probably more humid outside. If I went outside, my hair would go, but we're inside, so it's regulated. 83% en Montréal, qu'est-ce que fuck là? C'est haut ça. Humidity was probably 80 to 90. Wild. Actually, what is it outside right now? Let me check. I will tell you. If I went outside and painted my nails, would I get top coat spots? Let's ask the Weather Network. Light rain, 18 degrees, which it doesn't tell me in American, so I don't know what that is. Humidity, 100%. That's not... What? Does that just happen when it rains? I guess. What is humidity? How humid is it? What? Oh my God. Humidity is 96%. I guess that's just what happens when it rains, right? Duh. Okay. But when it's not raining, the humidity usually isn't that. When it rains, it's 100%. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, I totally forgot grade 8. Duh, yeah. I'm a dum-dum. Water is wet. Holy shit. Where's the lowest humidity? Okay, I'm actually curious. What's the lowest humidity area in the world? Near the South Pole, because it's never fucking rained. It's been 14 million years since it has rained? Oh my God. I guess no one lives there. The desert. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. We are learning things we should have learned in grade 8, but everyone forgot. Water is not wet. Water makes things wet. Okay, yes, thank you. Water is the essence of moisture, and moisture is the essence of beauty. Okay, so go outside in the high humidity if it's raining and you get that beauty. You let it soak in your skin. All right. I think I'm gonna go make a smoothie. Delicious. I'm feeling like chocolate almond cherry. But bananas. Maybe add bananas. Kind of feel like chocolate right now. Yeah. With almond butter and almond milk. Thank you for joining me. I will have more tape for next time. I swear. And back to Detroit Become Human. 2%. See you on Wednesday for that. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the cats, to the dogs. And if this is your last chance, in case you missed it earlier in stream, we're on the last batch of the HOLO Taco cat bed from Travel Cat. So you can put ! cat bed in the chat to get a link. It's on Travel Cat's website, not HOLO Tacos. But it is our collab cat bed. And yeah, we're on the last batch. So after this batch is gone, they're done. So cats will never be in peace anymore. And thank you to everyone who's already bought a cat bed and shared their pictures. I see lots of people sharing it, like in the Simply Facebook group, All Things Simply, and in Discord. So yeah, keep sharing those cute kitties. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your weekend, whether it's Canada Day weekend or July 4th weekend. Is that technically next weekend? When is July 4th? Thanks for a chill morning. You're welcome, Jules. And yeah. See you on the other side, motherfuckers.